Hi everyone, we were recently on the gigantic MSC Meraviglia in June 2024 for a 7-day Bahamas cruise out of New York. Meraviglia means wonder in Italian. So let's dive into what we thought was good about this ship and what were not so wonderful. First, the cruise price was excellent. The 7-day summer cruise for 3 people in a balcony stateroom, including taxes, came out to be less than $1,800. That was hundreds, if not thousands less than many other cruise lines we were looking at. So the great thing about that is that you could use the extra savings towards a dining package and or a drinks package. Starting in 2024, however, MSC does charge you $5 extra per main entree beyond your first one at the main dining room for dinner. But you can still order multiple appetizers and desserts without incurring that extra charge. But at least other meals at the main dining, such as breakfast and lunch, you don't have to pay extra for ordering multiple entrees. You know, at first we were a bit taken aback by this $5 extra policy, but considering the low price of the cruise, so even if 2 people order an extra entree nightly, it only come out to be $70 more for the entire cruise. Speaking of main dining dinners, there were some other drawbacks. One is flexibility. If you're a smaller party, such as fewer than 6 people cruising together, by default you will be seated with other guests. Some of you might prefer that, so you'll be fine with this throwback traditional dining setup. Another con having to do with flexibility is your ability to choose your own dining time. We like to eat dinner early, but even though that was our preference set during booking, we were assigned a later seating. But for those who rather have their own table or change your dining time, here's our tip. On the first night, even an hour before dinner starts, go right to the host outside one of the main dining rooms. He will already be there and you can make your request with him there. We did that and were able to get a 2-person table for the 3 of us for the early seating. But it was a struggle as apparently the ship was so packed. The host told me that he was only able to accommodate us since we were MSC Diamond Voyager members. So a side note regarding MSC's loyalty program, which is the Voyagers Club, MSC will match the status you have with another cruise line. Because we are platinum with Norwegian Cruise Line, even for our first MSC cruise, we were at their highest loyalty tier already. So if you have quite a few cruises under your belt with another line, MSC is very generous in matching that status. See the link in the description of the video for the perks of the different tiers of MSC's loyalty program. So back to the main dining dinner, and we were talking about how packed the restaurant can be. That meant the dining room is going to be loud. If you've been to a busy dim sum restaurant, that's the sort of sound level we experienced. If you buy a specialty dining package, that's certainly a solution to the flexibility and noises issues. Plus, you can enjoy even better food as well. If you do, we highly recommend that you try Butcher's Cut, which is MSC's steakhouse. We have a separate video on the Butcher's Cut, so be sure to check it out. As for the complimentary main dining dinner food, thankfully it was much improved versus our last MSC cruise on the Vina about 6 years ago. Presentation and taste now are on par with the likes of Royal Caribbean and Carnival. MSC still also has a lobster night. Stay tuned for a video with full coverage of the MSC dinner menus and dishes from our cruise. The buffet food on the MSC Meraviglia was much improved as well. The selection and quality were pretty good, similar to what you will see on a Royal Caribbean cruise, and certainly a much larger selection than Carnival's buffet. Inside the buffet, there is a pizza place that runs until 2 a.m. and a grill where you could get burgers, hot dogs, and fries until 10 p.m. These are all quick grab and go with very fast service, especially for the pizza. Like Carnival, MSC has a late night buffet as well. Tea drinkers rejoice. Unlike many other cruise lines, especially Carnival, MSC stocks the buffet with a variety of tea bags, and the staff does a good job restocking popular ones such as green tea and chamomile throughout the day. Also, besides the buffet, other cruise lines do have more complimentary food venues. Here on the Meraviglia, it's just the buffet and the main dining. MSC does have a good gelato place, but the gelato does cost extra. It was very popular though. We were, however, perplexed and disappointed that on embarkation day, the lunch buffet closed at 2 p.m. So guess who boarded late might have some trouble finding food. So another con for the buffet on the Meraviglia, like the main dining room, can get extremely busy. It's a large area, but during our 40 plus cruises, we never seen so many people at a buffet before. There are a lot of tables available though, so it's not a problem trying to find seating. So overall, we think MSC has a lot to learn from Royal Caribbean when it comes to crowd management on these huge ships. Royal does a much better job on his mega ships, such as the Quantum and Oasis classes, in having the dining venues not feeling as crowded and loud. Next, let's get into entertainment and activities. We thought the production cast on the Meraviglia was one of the better ones we've seen. They performed at the main theater several times during the cruise, each a different show. Very good vocals and dancing. For shows in general, there are even 3 performances every night versus the typical 2 you would see on other cruise lines. Here's a tip for you guys. It's a good idea to reserve the shows on the first day using the MSC app. And that way you don't have to wait to get into the theater, as everyone without reservations will have to wait until 5 minutes before the showtime to enter. And if you like dance parties, every night the entertainment staff will run a different theme one at the promenade, like the White Party, Glow, Tropical, and even a silent one. So it's a lot of fun if you enjoy dancing and jumping up and down to some popular music. Coming up is a look at MSC Meraviglia's schedule of activities. First for a sea day and then a port day. As far as the cruise ship MSC Meraviglia itself, we found it to be very clean and modern, with extensive use of glass, crystals, and mirrors. That curved LED roof over the promenade is pretty unique. They'll even run a 5-minute light show on it every day. The promenade deck here, which MSC calls the Galleria, certainly will feel familiar to cruisers who have been on Royal Caribbean's big ships. One unique place here is the Jean-Philippe chocolate and coffee shop, where you could customize your own chocolate to eat or bring home in boxes as gifts. Also, for those of you who don't like cigarette smoke from cruise ship casinos spewing smoke into nearby public areas, the Meraviglia does a fantastic job of not letting that happen. They have a non-smoking casino which is open air, but the main casino is near the back of the ship, and we never smell strong smoke odor coming from there either. The solarium area was very popular with its indoor pool and spas, and it was nice. The ping pong tables are located there, shielding them from wind. The Meraviglia also has an indoor sports complex where you can play basketball, soccer, or even pickleball. On the upper decks, at the back of the ship is a water park with fun slides and a ropes course as well. Our balcony stateroom was nice, with a comfortable third-person bed. It didn't have the most storage, and you do have to put your room keycard in order to activate the AC and lights. Those were not a big deal for us though. And the good news is that MSC room stewards still cleans twice a day, which is bucking the industry trend as NCL and Carnival now only has a once a day cleaning. On the downside, the fitness center is pretty small and they don't even offer disposable wipes. Nice thing though is that if you have a teen who wants to use it but is under 18, they can as long as there's an adult there with them. Now the Meraviglia is a very large ship and is very tall at 214 feet high, and that may well be a factor in it having to miss some ports at times, whereas a smaller ship might not have. For our cruise, we arrived in Orlando 3 hours late and completely missed Ocean Cay due to high winds. But missing a port like that should be a somewhat rare occurrence. So overall, do we recommend the MSC Meraviglia? It's a yes, but it depends on your own preferences and tolerances. Are you okay with big crowds? Are you fine with sharing a table and or eating later? If not, are you good with paying for a specialty dining package or upgrading to Yacht Club? If you're not bothered by those aspects, then you'll likely have a lot of fun on this ship, while enjoying a wide selection of food from the buffet, plus some well-crafted dishes from the main dining room. The service level was very good overall, from our hardworking room steward to the friendly staff at the buffet to the attentive waiters at the main dining. So what do you think? Would you book a cruise on the MSC Meraviglia? We look forward to your comments, and please give the video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Stay tuned for a lot more content from our MSC Meraviglia cruise. Thank you very much, happy cruising, and we'll see you soon in another video.